Hello, my friends. Welcome. I'm glad that you've joined me tonight. I've looked forward to presenting this webinar. I love doing webinars. I love to share a little piece of my heart with you and just talk a little bit about what we do at Joyful Life. And this topic is one that I've been preparing for a while as we get ready to enter June. Routine June is what we're focusing on. And the importance of having a healthy routine. Routines are the only way I get anything done. Okay. My brain does a lot of bouncing. It's kind of like ping pong all the time inside my head. And if I don't have solid routines in place, there are things in my life that don't get done. For example, something as simple as my morning supplements or medications. If I don't have a solid routine in place for taking those, girl, I will miss them. I frequently do. And for me, I won't just go one day without them. I'll go like 8. I need to get into a solid routine with things. With my exercise, I've had to make that a daily habit because if I don't, if it isn't part of what I do, a strict routine, then it doesn't happen. And so for me, routines have changed a lot about my journey. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to wait a couple of minutes. Some people are still joining. So while we wait, first of all, there will be a Q&A at the end. So hang on while we discuss what we're going to discuss. And at the end of tonight's video, there will be a Q&A with me live. So be writing down any questions you have, whether it's about this topic or anything else you'd like to discuss. And I'd be happy to chat with you at the end of our webinar tonight. Also, if you have to leave partway through, or don't stress, if you miss any part of this replay, you are going to get a replay in your email as soon as this call is over. So don't worry about it all. And thirdly, I want you to know that you are loved. When you come to one of my webinars, one of the most important things I want to communicate with you is that you are loved. You are loved by me, you are loved by my team, and you are loved by Christ. And I don't ever want you to leave a webinar not knowing or not hearing those words tonight, that you are loved, whether you feel loved in your life outside of this webinar or not. You are loved. And I never, ever, ever want you to go a day without hearing that from me. All right. So tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about the mission and goals of Joyful Life. We're going to talk about how important to your journey healthy routines are. We're going to talk about how to create and sustain healthy habits. We're going to do a little short interactive activity that you can begin the process along with me if you like, or get instructions on how to do a vision board of your own. And we're going to chat a little bit about Routine June and what that means. All right, so a little bit about KJ. I'm holding the donut here. I love pictures of me with donuts. Not because I want you to see me, because I want you to see the donuts that I eat on Trim Healthy. Some of you here are very well versed in Trim Healthy. You know what it is. You've been part of it your whole life, or for a lot of years anyway. And some of you have maybe here have never heard of Trim Healthy. Trim Healthy is simply the way I eat. It is a way of eating that is sustainable and doable and has helped me break the chains of food addiction. I am a professional food addiction coach. I am a Trim Healthy lifestyle coach. I am a life coach, and I am an ASM certified nutrition coach. So I understand the struggle. I understand what it is like to deal with food addiction. I have dealt with it as long as I can remember, and I still struggle with it today. I still am a work in progress on this journey to breaking free from food addiction. But meanwhile, I am bringing other women along with me and helping them break the chains of their addiction. If there's one thing that I can tell you tonight, it is possible to break the chains of food addiction. I am very much a picture of that. At the filming of this, I am 1,341 days into my journey of breaking the chains of food addiction. It has been that many days since I have had anything with traditional sugar and with, I haven't had any Diet Coke. I've eaten 100% on the Trim Healthy plan The healthy way of eating, I have done that for 1,341 days. And that is from a history of sneaking food, hiding food, eating fast food constantly, of overeating, of Hot Pockets and Pop Tarts, but not just one, like three in a row. Like I was drinking a 12 pack of Diet Coke a day. So I understand food addiction, but I'm 1,341 days into my journey of freedom. All right. The mission of Joyful Life. I like to share this with people. The beautiful ladies you see above are the Trim Healthy lifestyle coaches that are part of Joyful Life. We have Susan on the left, and then Crystal, and then myself. We have Coach Christy, Coach Marion, Coach Gina. They are all part of the Joyful Life umbrella. We're all a team. Our mission is to empower you to we want to empower you to embrace a holistic approach to your health. We all have learned that as part of our journey, the spiritual aspect is huge. So the holistic approach is what we focus on. We are dedicated to guiding you on a transformative journey that is going to nurture your body, your mind, and your spirit. Okay. We do personalized coaching, we do community group coaching, we do faith based principles in our coaching. We strive to help each one of you honor God with your choices. We want you to view your body as temples because that's what they are. And they need to be fit for his service. And so our goal is to bring you along that path with us. We want you to achieve long lasting, lifelong well being. Our goal is to inspire you, to equip you, to live joyfully, healthfully, and with a purpose that can glorify God every aspect of your journey. We have a verse at Joyful Life that is our it is now become my life verse. I have jumped around life verse to life verse to life verse for a long time. But now this is my life verse, and I've assigned it to Joyful Life as the Joyful Life verse. Habakkuk 3:17 through 18 says, "Though the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vine, though the olive crop fails and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the pen and no cattle in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in God, my Savior." I have lost a lot of weight, but I'm still on my journey, and I have been in a stall for a very long time. And that happens to so many women who maybe we have broken hormones, maybe we have sensitivities or allergies or different diagnoses going on in our life. There's so many things that seemingly get in the way of our journey because we focus on losing weight only. I have learned through this journey that whether I lose weight or not, whether there whether the tree is budding or there are no grapes on the vine, that doesn't change my place in the kingdom. And it doesn't change that I want to honor God with my choices. I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in God, my Savior. Whether I get to a goal weight or I stay the weight I am, I make healthy choices that honor Him. So that is our mission here at Joyful Life. All right, let's talk about routines. Let me get a sip here. What is a healthy routine? Okay, what does that look like? A healthy routine, we could say, is a set of practices. It's habits that promote your overall well being. They promote balance in your life. They can be physical, mental, for your emotional health, holistic, okay? All parts of your life to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. And there are 5 key components to a healthy routine that we're going to talk about as we go on in the slides. But what are some of the benefits of having routines? Are routines just meant to be mundane and give us something to focus on and, just another thing to check off on our list? Or what are the real benefits of building in a healthy routine? A healthy routine can help us increase our energy. And that happens through eating balanced meals, better nutrition at good intervals, helps us maintain a stable blood sugar, and it provides us sustained energy throughout our day. Okay. Regular exercise can be part of that, improving our stamina, reducing the feeling of fatigue. Having a healthy routine also helps with our mood, okay? And when we incorporate mindfulness and stress management techniques into our routine, it helps us reduce our anxiety and it helps us with a positive outlook. It helps us release more endorphins. That exercise, for example, will trigger regular exercise triggers endorphins, and those are the feel good hormones, and they help us improve our mood, reduce our stress. Okay. It leads to improved physical health as well, because when we have a regular routine with strength and fitness, regular exercise, it helps strengthen our muscles. It's not just about weight loss. It strengthens our bones, improves our flexibility, makes getting in and out of the car easier, getting in and out of bed. When you stand up off the couch and you're all stiff, having a regular routine that strengthens your muscles helps heal things like that. It's going to enhance overall fitness if you're getting active every day. And I'm not talking about jumping in and doing CrossFit every day. I'm talking about regular routine maintenance on your body. Okay. Also, it helps with our preventive health. So there are certain routines that we can implement that are going to reduce the risk of chronic diseases, maybe diabetes, obesity for one, heart disease. All of these things we can work to improve our life to help avoid those things. Now, some of those things happen anyway, but our chances of a healthier life are so much better when we have routines that we have in practice. And also, having a routine can enhance our spiritual connections. Okay. Regular spiritual activities provide us a sense of purpose, inner peace, a deeper connection to our God. Okay. And that is part of the holistic well being. When I say that Joyful Life is holistic, we really focus on the spiritual piece of our life and how that really plays in big time to our health journey. Okay. Healthy routines are vital to maintaining a balanced life. You know how when things are out of whack and something big happens in your life, and now you didn't get to grocery shop on Monday afternoon and you didn't get to meal prep on Monday, and so now you have to eat out on Tuesday, and Wednesday you end up at work without a packed lunch, and now you have to order takeout, and it's so much easier just to order the regular Chinese food than it is to order a healthy salad, and because everybody else is getting Chinese, and it's just this snowball effect. When we have a solid routine in place, it gives us guardrails. It helps us protect this foundation that we're trying to build, okay? So our energy is better, our mood is better, our spiritual connection is better. It all falls into place when we have these routines, these guardrails built into place. All right, so what are the key components of healthy routines? Of course, you can have a healthy routine that is about anything. You can have a healthy routine with your laundry. You can have a healthy routine about keeping your house clean, or, you know, whatever. I'm trying to think of a healthy routine. There are lots of different, maybe you have a routine for sweeping off your driveway once a week. There are lots of little routines that can work into our day, but let's talk about our overall health and what daily routines really play the most into that. What ones pack the biggest punch, okay? Nutrition is the cornerstone of a healthy routine. You can't out exercise an unhealthy diet. If you are heading to Burger King twice a week, ordering takeout pizza twice a week, you're eating chips and Little Debbie's and drinking lots of soda, and then you're running 2 miles every day, you cannot outrun an unhealthy diet. Okay. Nutrition is cornerstone to that routine. Eating balanced meals, healthy meals, consuming foods that give us essential nutrients, that's going to help our body function optimally. And when we feel like we're functioning optimally, we're going to do things that are optimal to our day. Okay. Fruits and veggies, part of our routine, always getting our fruits and veggies, rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. They're going to help us protect our bodies against chronic disease. This gift of a temple that we were given, these fruits and vegetables help maintain that temple that God has given us. Whole grains provide us energy that we need, and they're a good source of fiber, which we need for digestion. It all plays together. Our proteins are essential for repairing our tissue, our muscles. And when we have an injury, if we're not getting good amounts of healthy protein, then our tissue doesn't repair as well. Lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, nuts, all of those sources of healthy protein. And of course, healthy fats as well: avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oils, avocado oil, coconut oil. All of these things support our brain function, our cell regeneration. Okay. When we choose nutritious foods, they don't just fuel our body, but they honor God because they help us take care of the temple that He has given us. And when we make mindful choices in our diet, that reflects gratitude to God. It shows respect for our body and the capabilities we've been given by God. Another super important piece of our daily routine should be exercise. We need to incorporate physical activity into our daily life. Girl, I don't like to exercise. I said it. Everybody's like, oh, if you start exercising all the time, you're going to love it. Liar. No, I'm not. But I do it anyway. I do it anyway. Why? Because it's the right thing for my body. It honors my body. It honors my God. I hate every minute of it, but that's okay. I don't have to love every part of the journey to know that it's good for me. And regular physical activity is vital for maintaining healthy body and mind, okay? Exercise has got a ton of benefits. You all know these things: improved cardiovascular health, walking, running, swimming, cycling. It all strengthens your heart and your lungs. Heart disease is one of the biggest killers of women, but we can improve our cardiovascular health by walking every day. We don't have to have a gym that we go to. We don't have to run. We don't have to swim. We don't have to ride a bike. We can simply go for a walk every single day, and that is going to play a huge role in our cardiovascular health. Strength training and flexibility. Strength training strengthens our bones, not just our muscle, but our bones. It enhances our muscle tone. It gives us better flexibility. And when we're more flexible, it reduces the risk of injury, especially if we age. If we have strength and flexibility, we're so much less likely to break a hip. All of these things are part of a cycle that if we take care of now, it reduces our risk down the road of these other dangerous things that can come our way. And also, it plays a huge role in enhancing our mood and our mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, okay? And that reduces our stress. So, girl, if you are like, I'm so stressed out, I have so much on my plate, most of the time when we are just high stress, there is so much going on, we could stop for 15 minutes and take a walk. And that is going to reduce our anxiety, lower our risk of depression, and it's going to lower our stress level, okay? But we tend to, if you're anything like me, I shouldn't say we tend to, I tend to, when I get stressed, like get completely wrapped up in something. And I'm like, all I can think about is that. And I spend way more than 15 minutes just finding something to do with my hands because I'm fretting and stressing. When if I would walk, that would reduce my stress and anxiety just with a simple walk. Okay. Making that part of your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. There are simple activities like take the stairs instead of the elevator, making sure you go for a walk, going for a 10-minute walk every time you eat. Part of my routine: I eat, then I walk. 10 minutes. 10 minutes is nothing. Walk to the end of your driveway and back, depending on your driveway. My driveway would be maybe 5 or 6 times back and forth, 5 or 6 times. Some of you, one halfway to the end of your driveway and back would be 10 minutes. Find a spot that you can walk for 10 minutes. Go out and time it, find it, and mark that and do that. You have lunch, go for a 10-minute walk. 10 minutes is not going to make or break your day, okay? You eat your breakfast, you eat your snack, you eat your dinner, go for a 10-minute walk. It's one of the best things you can do for insulin resistance as well. Regular movement isn't just about physical health, but it boosts your energy and your well-being. In the afternoon snack time, I so often find myself at 3:30 in the afternoon saying, man, it's snack time and I need a cup of coffee. So a lot of times I will have a coffee with protein powder. Instead, if I had a pile of like veggies and some ranch dip or something and then went for a 10-minute walk, I would be so much more energetic than that cup of coffee is making me. Okay. The other key component is spiritual practices, our daily prayer, meditation with the word, reflection. Spiritual practices are so often overlooked as they're a if I get time type of a thing. Without even saying that out loud, we make it a part of our if I have time. But daily prayer, communicating with God through prayer, it helps you stay connected. It helps you stay connected to your faith. It gives you guidance, it gives you strength. Meditating on the word reduces your stress, improves your focus, and it just gives you a sense of calm. When the world is falling apart around you, the word can change that just on a dime. Taking time to reflect on your day, your actions, your spiritual journey, that's going to help you grow and align your life more and more with the values and beliefs that you hold. If we incorporate spiritual practices into our daily routine, it provides us a foundation for our emotional and mental health. I am convinced that most of us that struggle with anxiety, if we took the time to be in the Word, reflect on the Word, meditate on the Word, and prayer, it would help us stay grounded. It would help us find meaning in our everyday activities. It would develop into a deeper, deeper relationship with our God, and it would help us reduce our anxiety. The other big component of routine that we should consider is sleep, ensuring that we have adequate rest and time for recovery. Adequate sleep, and I know that's a struggle for a lot of people, is a crucial component of a healthy routine. It gives you time for your body to rest, for your mind to rest, to recover, to rejuvenate. There's some good sleep hygiene that you can consider. Consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. That helps regulate your body's internal clock, okay? For me, I try to go to bed around 9 to 9:30, but lately I've been going to bed much later just due to there was after the dog had surgery, it kind of threw me off, and I was staying up with him a little later, and we were watching TV at night, and then we had company, and I was staying up later for that, and so my routine got thrown a little off. And I noticed that while I was sleeping later in the day, I was later to start my day. I have a routine of getting up, immediately doing my strength training, and then I do my hair, my makeup, get dressed. I shower at night. When I was not sticking to that routine of going to bed at 9 or 9:30, other things were getting in the way. I was finding myself with just ponytail in my hair, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was just throwing a ponytail in my hair. My makeup wasn't getting done. I didn't feel as good during the day. I was drinking more coffee because my sleep schedule was off. Having a routine sleep schedule, and I know that seems mundane, but it is incredibly, incredibly important to help regulate your body's internal clock. Our sleep environment is important as well. Creating a comfortable space, a dark space, making sure that we don't have like blue light on our lights or on the ceiling, making sure that there's not a lot of glowing lights coming from other rooms into our room. Those things help promote better sleep quality. Maybe a grounding sheet on your bed. We just got one. I can't speak a lot to it yet, but that can improve sleep quality. Having a pre-sleep routine actually helps with that as well. What are the things that you can do that signal your body, hey, it's time to wind down? Maybe it's a 10-minute in a book every night. Maybe it's a warm shower. Maybe it's you have a routine in the bathroom that you follow the same consistent. I take my supplements, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I read for 10 minutes. Not sitting on Instagram looking at reels right before you fall asleep can also help signal your body it's time to slow down. Avoiding caffeine too late, heavy meals too late, electronic screens right before bedtime, those things can help prevent your sleep disturbance and get you into a routine. There are also apps. Coach Susan has one that she uses consistently that I cannot remember the name off the top of my head, but if you want to know the name of the app, reach out to myself or Susan Hillegeist and we can tell you the name of the app. But it's an app that just quietly reads to you. It's something like Stories About Nothing or something. Nothing much happens. That's what it's called. Nothing much happens. And so it's just a story that really is about nothing. It's just, there's no like punchline, there's no, heightened excitement or anything like that. And it just gives her time to slow her brain down. That all is going to help us sleep better. Getting sufficient sleep, quality sleep, okay, not just sleep, but quality sleep, improves your cognitive function, enhances your mood, supports your physical health because your body now has time to repair the tissues and consolidate its memories, go into your brain and file the memories. Okay, prioritizing sleep as part of your routine ensures that you are going to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. Okay, these are all important key components of a daily healthy routine. Balanced nutrition, regular exercise, spiritual practices, and sleep practices. They are all going to help you create a robust foundation for a healthy life, for a fulfilling life. When we honor our body with nutritious foods, when we stay active, when we nurture our spiritual well being, when we ensure that we're getting proper rest, we are setting ourselves up for success. We're setting ourselves up for increased energy, for better mood, for just an improved overall health. So embrace these healthy routines because they are going to lead you to vibrancy and to a balanced life. Okay. Okay. So what are some things we can do to begin the process of creating sustainable, healthy habits? What are some things that we can do? Goal setting. I've talked about this a lot in my group coaching about how important it is to set goals, but not just setting lofty, crazy goals that now we have to stress out to work towards. Setting realistic goals, goals that are achievable with our health. Okay. SMART goals. I talked about this in my last webinar, the SMART goals. They're specific goals. Clearly define what it is that you want to achieve. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, say, I want to exercise 3 times a week. That's specific. Make sure it's measurable. Okay. Ensure that your goals are something you can track. I I will walk 8,000 steps a day. That's measurable. You're not just saying I'll go for a walk every day. You're saying I will walk this far. I will walk 20 minutes every day, or I will walk 8,000 steps or 10,000 steps or 10 miles, whatever it is that you want to set. Okay. But make sure it's realistic. Okay. Achievable. It needs to be achievable. Set goals that are challenging to you, but that you can attain them. Consider your current lifestyle, whatever you have going on, and don't set goals that are too ambitious because when they're huge, if you're like, if you walk 300 steps a day because your desk is right next to the bathroom and your refrigerator is right beside the bathroom and you don't get any steps a day, don't set a goal that you're now going to walk 10,000 steps a day when you are used to walking 300. Set a goal of 3,000 steps a day. Just be realistic. Start out small and achievable because that's going to help build momentum. Okay. Make sure your goals are relevant to your journey. Are they things that are going to help align your values with your long term objectives? If spiritual growth, for example, is important to you, make sure prayer 10 minutes every morning is part of your goal. If pick something that is relevant to your journey. For example, if all you're trying to work on is nutritious eating and you set your goal for vacuuming the carpet every day, it doesn't align. Make sure that the goal and the action align. And make sure it's time bound. Set a time frame. Say, I will reduce my sugar intake by, I will get 100% off sugar within 3 months. Okay. Within 3 months, I will stop having sugar. That's time bound. Don't say, I'm going to stop eating sugar. Well, when? When will I be able to look at the calendar and say, I did it? And I did it by this date. I will start walking 10,000 steps by the end of the year. What is my first goal? Maybe it's 3,000 steps by the end of this month. Make sure it's time bound. And that gives you something extra to shoot for. Okay. So there are some things that you can do that also for planning that can really help you. Meal planning, okay? Having a weekly menu, like you write one, you get one online, you get one from group coaching. Plan your meals a week in advance. Yes, it is sometimes difficult. If you're trying to do that on your own, you don't have the assistance of like a group coaching, but it is so important. It's going to help you because when you're meal planning, you always make better choices than when you go to the grocery store hungry. Girl, don't go to the grocery store hungry. Everybody knows that, okay? make your plan a week in advance. And I often hear people say, but KJ, if I put chicken salad on my menu for Tuesday and then Tuesday rolls around and I don't feel like eating chicken salad, what do? Build a bridge and get over it. Eat the chicken salad. You're a grown up. Not every meal has to be gourmet. Not every meal has to be the best thing that you ever ate. Eat your chicken salad. You bought the stuff for it. You prepped it. You planned for it. Who cares if you don't feel like it? Eat it anyway. What's the big deal? It's a meal. It's a meal. It's fuel for your body. Not every meal has to fulfill some craving. And I think when you recognize that and start working towards that, you stop having that impulsivity as much, that need to fulfill a craving right now, because you train your brain that it's okay to eat what you've planned. Okay, make sure you're creating a grocery shopping list. Make sure maybe batch cooking is something that would help you, but make a plan for your meals. Don't leave it up to the grocery gods. Okay, make sure you make a plan. Schedule your exercise. Guys, this has been very important to me. When I was just winging it and saying, oh, I got to exercise at some point today. And then, but first, let me do devotions and let me cook breakfast live. And I think I'll have a cup of coffee first. And well, I don't want to exercise before I weigh because maybe the scale will be higher. So I'll wait till later. Or, well, my foot kind of hurts this morning. I'm going to wait till I don't leave it up to chance anymore. I schedule my workouts, and my workout time every day is right after I pee. I get out of bed. Sometimes I'll hit snooze a couple of times because I know what getting out of bed means. Sometimes I'm like, oh, if I get out of bed, I got to go exercise. I have made that a non-negotiable for me. It is something I am forcing myself to do, and I don't always love it, but I can feel myself getting stronger, and that's what matters. Okay, I get out of bed and I pee. I go to the bathroom for that. I pee, and then I go straight to the living room. For me, my routine is I put my earbud in my ear, I turn on Marco Polo, I start listening to groups, I mute the TV, and I just exercise along with the video. 10 to 20 minutes. It's not long. I'm tired, I'm yawning. I sometimes think that if I waited till the afternoon, I might give it more energy. But for me, making sure that it's scheduled and happening then is really, really important. And I can tell you one thing, it energizes my day. I can be very, very tired standing in front of the TV like, oh, I can't believe I have to exercise. I hate, whose idea was this? Why? Okay. But when I'm done, I'm like, let's do this. I have the energy. It gives me so much more energy. And I have noticed that instead of having 2 cups of coffee in the morning, I'm now having 1 cup of coffee because I have more energy. Okay. Make sure you get a variety in there. Maybe a little bit of strength training, a little bit of cardio, a little bit of flexibility, but having something consistent. Okay. If your time is limited, make sure they're shorter and high intensity workouts. It's okay. They're just as effective. I do the weightlifting. I'm getting heavier and heavier weights. I started out with 3 pounds. Okay. It wasn't much. And I would get to the top and I'd be like, my hands would be shaking. Okay. Now I'm up to 9 on each side. I'm doing much better and I'll continue to get stronger. But pick a consistent time that you can just make it a non-negotiable and do the thing you don't want to do. Okay. And pick something that you can do. Don't be signing up for CrossFit when you can barely walk across like I'm going to become a CrossFit pro. I'm not saying you can't, but let's start out like back to that smart planning. Make sure you're setting a goal that's realistic. Maybe it's a 10-minute workout a day. When I first started working out, I was doing Pearls from Trim Healthy. I was doing her it's called Tribe Healthy. I was doing her Push 25, and I'm telling you, I couldn't walk for 2 days after one video. And I said to Pearl, if this is how I'm going to feel after exercise, I don't care. I don't want to do it. If I lose lean muscle mass, so what? It hurts too bad. And she said, well, then you're doing too much. If you're in that much pain, you need to take it back a notch and do the 10-minute video, but get your weights heavier and heavier and heavier. That tip from her to say, do less exercise, but put more weight on as you go, that has been a game changer for me. I can fit 10 to 15 minutes in my morning. So, and now it's part of my daily routine. Also, set aside time for spiritual things. Your daily routine, maybe it should include prayer and Bible reading. Is really important, you guys. If that is the path that you are on in your life, don't forsake your time with the Lord, okay? It's really, really important. And my time with the Lord every single day has changed my entire journey. It's changed my entire mindset and my perspective on getting healthy, okay? So make it part of your daily routine. For me, it's around 8 a.m. every morning. It would be as soon as I got out of bed, but I do it live on YouTube and Facebook. So I do it about 8 a.m. every morning. I'm pretty consistent with my time. It wavers a tiny bit, but usually it's about the same time every morning, and it's consistent. I've done it every single day. I missed one day in the last 4 years. Find a quiet space, designate a space. Maybe it's a prayer closet. Have you ever seen War Room? It's a great movie that talks about a prayer closet. Be mindful about it. Take a few deep breaths before, meditate on the word, and go about your day. Okay. The other important piece of creating these sustainable habits is having accountability. Okay. Having a community that supports you changes everything. Okay. Accountability plays a critical role in sustaining your healthy habits. If you don't have anybody to answer to, if you don't have a community surrounding you that cheers you on or questions you and, hey, what do you mean you haven't exercised for a week? What's going on? Okay. That leverage that community and the support. Maybe it's joining a fitness group at a gym. Maybe it is something like Holy Healthy, a support group, online community of women that have similar health goals, similar struggles. Your struggle is no worse than any struggle in my group. I can tell you right now, if you are like, KJ, I'm too far gone, I can't relate to those women because my journey is so much harder, I can tell you, you are wrong. I have women who are 200 pounds overweight, 300 pounds overweight, 50 pounds overweight, who are 28. I have women who are 80. I have women who are fighting cancer. I have women whose spouses are fighting cancer. I have women who have gone through the loss of a spouse. Everybody's journey has something difficult, and you will find someone to relate in a group like mine. Okay. Partner up and find an accountability partner in a group. Okay. Find a group that does regular check-ins, that can hold you accountable. Give the people in your life permission to hold you accountable, because accountability is really going to make a difference in your journey. And then, of course, we need to find some strategies to overcome challenges like lack of time, lack of motivation, lack of resources. If lack of time is a struggle for you, you need to prioritize and identify what is the most important health activity that you can do for you. Even if it's short, consistent efforts make a huge difference. Even if it's short, it doesn't have to be an hour workout to be healthy. Okay. Combine activities you love. Like if you are part of my group coaching and you say, KJ, I don't have time to listen to Marco Polo. There's too much chattering going on. I really want the support of those women, but it's too much. Throw it in your ear while you go for a walk. It makes the exercise go like that. Maybe it's catching up on healthy podcasts that really motivate you. Put it in your ear while you exercise. Put it in your ear while you cook. Multitask, okay? Do effective planning. If time is a struggle for you, use tools like I'm trying to think of a good tool. I use a calendar called Motion that helps me do effective planning, and it helps me organize the things that I need to do. Okay. If lack of motivation is a struggle for you, break your bigger goals into smaller goals. I want to lose 2 pounds. I want to lose 5 pounds. Not, I want to lose 100. Okay. That's just going to make you feel overwhelmed. Looking at 100-pound weight loss is very overwhelming. Looking at a 5-pound weight loss and then getting to the end of the 5 pounds and high-fiving yourself, I almost missed. That is going to motivate you so much more for the next time, okay? Make sure you're tracking your progress. Keep a journal or use an app. Celebrate those victories, okay? Use visual reminders, okay? This is the thing we're going to talk about now. Building yourself something like a vision board. So let's talk about that. I'm going to show you what is a vision board. First of all, a vision board is for healthy routines it's a visual collage. I never did vision boards before until they were introduced to me like a year ago. And now I love them. And I don't do them nearly as much as I should. Now, my vision boards are typically digital, but most vision boards are a physical collage, but you can do visual. I'm going to show you my digital collage here in a minute of that helps me with my routine. It represents my health and my wellness goals. It's images or words that inspire me to help me eat nutritious, to help me stay active, to prioritize self-care in my life. It helps me keep a positive mindset. It gives me something to focus on, okay? Displaying a board like this in a prominent place, whether maybe it's the background of your phone, maybe you print it out and hang it on your fridge, maybe it's creating an actual board like the one you see here. Hers is kind of messy. Get more creative than that, okay? But let me show you of what my virtual vision board for June looks like, okay? These are the things I want to prioritize every day, okay? Taking my supplements every single day. That is so important because it's a struggle for me. To bed by 9:30 every single night, 30 minutes a day, focusing on a course that I'm in because I have a bad habit of buying courses and then not watching them. Courses that benefit me, my business, my healthy goals. I buy these courses and there they sit in my email. So my goal is to spend 30 minutes a day. And I can do that by putting an earbud in and listening while I exercise. I don't have to be sitting at a computer. I don't now need to find 30 minutes of time in my day. I can just add it to something else while I'm cooking, whatever. I find maybe it's in the shower. I'm listening to a class. Okay. My daily devotions are a priority every day. My meal prep once a week, even if it's only lunches. I don't have to meal prep 5 meals or 7 meals and 7 snacks and 7 breakfasts and 7 lunch. I can simply do snacks or simply do lunch. It's going to make a huge difference. Okay. Taking Marin to a movie I wrote every Sunday, but after I thought once a week, because sometimes the movie I want to see ain't playing on a Sunday. So taking Marin to a movie once a week, that is a healthy routine for us because it's mom and daughter time and it's bonding time for us and we like movies. Okay. Weight training 5 days a week and reading 15 minutes each night before bed. This is a vision board for me. So I encourage you to create a digital vision board like this or take magazines, print pictures online, and put them on an actual board. It gives you something to focus on and really it's in your face so that you're looking at this and every week I'm like, okay, weight training. I put weight training on there. I guess I better do it. Excuse me. Getting thirsty from running my mouth. All right. So how can Joyful Life help you improve your routines to really help you find a routine that works for you to improve your outcomes? Because like we said, healthy routines improve outcomes. Well, right now, in Holy Healthy with KJ, starting June 1st, which is tomorrow. Today is Friday when I'm filming this, so tomorrow, but as of Monday, it will be 2 days before. I should never mention the date because then I get super confused of when you're watching, because I let people watch this down the road and they're like, wait, tomorrow's not June 1st. Everybody gets confused and it's a whole thing. But right now, in Holy Healthy with KJ, this entire month, we are working on strengthening your routines, giving you the support and accountability you need to help you complete those routines, to build healthy routines that enhance your life. Every week there's education about routines. There's going to be tools and trackers to help you. There's going to be the first week. Our challenge this week is to build a vision board like we just talked about. When you join Holy Healthy Group Coaching, you don't just get KJ, okay? It's not just boring old KJ. You get 6 coaches. You get Scotty Bunches, Crystal Austin, myself. You get Christy Carpenter, you get Mary Malone, and you get Gina Hobrick, okay? You get 6 amazeballs coaches that can help you with a variety of things. We have gut health folks. We have Mary Malone does our gut health stuff. Gina does Holy Healthy Foundations, where when you come into my group, you're not just thrown to the wolves, you are thrown to Gina. Okay. And Gina will make sure that you know where to find all the resources available to you. So you're not just in there flailing. You know where to get the education. You know where to get to Marco Polo. You know where to get the Zoom link. You know how to work the group so that your success rate skyrockets. Okay. Christy helps with so many different things. She's a GLP-1 coach. If you're on a GLP-1, we have a special group just for that. She helps with mindset. She is amazing. She has an incredible mindset. Mary Malone, I already said, does gut health stuff every week. She does a gut health post because gut health is critical to your overall well-being. Crystal she does meal planning, meal prep. She helps me with cooking classes, but she is also a self-care pro. Okay. Self-care is something that most of us, especially busy moms, overlook. And Crystal can absolutely help you with that. In fact, this month in June, one of our challenges is going to be all about self-care and building that into your routine. And then we have Scotty Bunches, who also she knows all there is to know about diabetes. Let me tell you, Scotty Bunches that's her nickname. Her real name is Coach Susan. She can help you if you are a diabetic or you are struggling with insulin resistance. She can help you with that. She's very knowledgeable in that. Christy also helps with insulin resistance. So we have just about anything you can imagine in our group. Okay. We give you a weekly Zoom. Any cooking class I do, you get to come for free. That's a bonus we give you as coming. Those classes are anywhere from $10 to $20 each, and you get them all for free. During the holiday season, you get like 8 of them for free. It's a lot. Okay. You get a daily check-in. Every day we check in with you. You get a share cast from myself and other coaches on Marco Polo where we come on and coach you during the day. You get weekly education. You get a menu that is done for you with clickable links to recipes, with a grocery shopping list, all done with food prep recommendations. It's mind-blowing. The work that alone is worth the price of admission. Okay. You get a challenge every single week. We have a book club with weekly meetings. Also, our weekly Zoom, we have a weekly West Coast or East Coast, but we also have one specific to West Coast, so that if your timing is a little different, we have a West Coast Zoom once a month. We do movement challenges every single month with prizes. We do daily conversation starters. We review your meals. You get access to past Zoom calls that we've done. And the biggest, most exciting part of coaching is access to exclusive Marco Polo communities. That it is an incredible level of community support and friendship that happens in there. These communities are life changing. Now, none of this is magic. You have to come in and participate. If you just buy it and then you sit back and do nothing, it's not going to do a whole heck of a lot for you other than clog up your email. But if you come in and you put in the effort and you participate, especially in the Marco Polo and the education, you will see changes in your mindset, in your attitude, and in your overall health. Okay. So how do I join? Well, there is a link that I have put in the chat. Just follow that link, and that link will give you an exclusive $15 coupon for joining tonight. That should say for joining, not for join. I do know how to spell. But if you just find any link for Holy Healthy with KJ and it doesn't show the coupon, you just simply type in under the coupon code the word routine, and that will give you $15 off your first month. You can join my group coaching for 1 month, for 2 months, for 10 months, for 5 years, whatever works for you. But when you join month to month, if you join for just 1 month, you'll get a $15 coupon, which brings the price down to $74 for the entire month. Okay. Everything that goes on in the month of June for $74 is a huge, huge value. Okay. All right, my friends, it's time for the Q&A. I want to hear from you. Bring on the questions. Thank you for joining me. If you are live here tonight and not watching a replay, go ahead and unmute yourself. I'm going to come on screen and we're going to talk. Please have your questions ready and just raise your hand and I'll call on you and we will chat. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys, and I hope this was beneficial to you. And if you like these, please in the comments, in the chat, let me know, because I enjoy doing these webinars and will continue to do them. We have a free week of coaching coming up in a few weeks that keep an eye out for that. If you want to join for a little short period of time, that will be coming up. So don't miss out, okay, on all that Joyful Life has to offer. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll be live in just a second.